You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with a new Let's Play series on Sylving. So a few of you have wanted me to do a Let's Play series on this, and I'm more than happy to oblige. But man, these character proportions, oh boy, these are some big beefy boys. But a lot of y'all seem to like that, so let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. This visual novel contains mature content such as depictions of nudity and sex, violence and blood, discussion of trauma, and other sensitive subject matter. By continuing, you acknowledge that you are of legal age to view this content in your region. What is your name? Aaron. Or Aran. That could be Aran. One blinded by pride. Their intention is different, but history will repeat itself. They will hunt, but it will bring no food to the table. The world is always changing, yet a stagnant mind brings nothing but misfortune. Wait. Oh? Oh god, eyeballs. It's animated, that's fucking cool. What a peculiar scent. This passing breeze does not belong here. It seems so familiar to me. Ho 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 ho! A nutty fox is prancing around where he doesn't belong, and he'll bring a new cub teeming with potential. So much fun. Oh, this is probably like an old hag or a witch or something, so did it. So much fun to have! Change is finally coming to these dreary lands. The challenges that face him will be great, but he's not alone. Oh, what passion I see. Many stories have ended before, and now another will begin. Ho 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 ho. I can't wait to meet our little cub. I'm finally back. It's been a few years since I last saw this place. No matter how much this area changes with new buildings and newer junk, the spot always remains untouched. Just seeing the opening is getting me all nostalgic. I can't remember when I started, but I always loved coming to my cave as a kid. Most often in the summer. The area is closed off like usual, but I never cared about that. This place has been run down for as long as I can remember. The only thing showing its private property is a broken rusty fence. As far as I know, nobody's ever gotten in trouble for trespassing yet, so the idea of getting caught is the last thing on my mind. Heading in, the darkness quickly surrounds me, but the faint light from the entrance is enough to find my way. The moist, stuffy air weighs down on me. There's almost no airflow, and the smell of earth is quite powerful. The ceiling gets lower and lower as I make my way further in. I miss the days when I was a kid and didn't have to bend down like this. After 20 long meters of hunching over, the exit's enchanting light frees me from the darkness. I always feel like Gollum when I see that light. My precious. My precious. And there it is. Big, proud, and vibrantly red as ever. My parents never knew about this cave. Whenever I wanted some space for myself, I came here. My own personal treehouse. Minus the house. I've never met anyone out here before. As far as I'm aware, no one else even knows about this place. Which is strange, come to think of it. A cave looking as wonderful as this would attract some attention. Couldn't even find it online. It's empty today as well, but I prefer it that way. I've always enjoyed having this place all to myself. The air is lighter and easier to breathe compared to the tunnel, but the dampness is still there. I walk up to the tree and drop my satchel at its base before zipping up my sweater. The chill in here is quite nice after enduring the hot weather outside. I inspect the tree, seeing if anything is out of place. But it's as beautiful as ever. The rough bark betrays no sign of human meddling. The walls of the cave are covered in moss and thick vines. Grass dots the rest of the clearing with a crescent pond surrounding it all. The sun peeks through the giant hole above, shining through the branches. I'm relieved this place is still intact. There's been reports of theft and vandalism in the area lately, and I was worried they might have discovered my cave. Call me overprotective, not wanting this place to get ruined. As much as I'd like to, I can't stay to protect the cave every single day. I really hope that they don't come here. But I'd better be prepared for the worst and try to remember the good times in here. I make a deep sigh and resign myself to make the most of it while I can. So I pull out my brand new smartphone. My last phone had gotten quite old, so it's about time I got a new one. And this model has a much better camera. The filters on it will let me take the perfect picture to immortalize this place. Moving around to different spots of the cave, I snap a few pictures of the tree while searching for the best... while searching for the best angle. My photography skills have improved a lot since my last visit, if I do say so myself. After taking many pictures from every angle of the cave, I finally feel satisfied with what I've got. I only really came for the pictures, but it would be a shame to go so soon. And I came all this way. I don't even know when's the next time I'll be able to pay a visit. Could be years again. Walking back to the tree, I plop at its roots and lean back against it. My satchel and phone lie next to me as I run my fingers through the soft green grass. I remember the times I would come here and read my comic books, eat snacks, play with the toys I had brought with me. Things were so different back then. All I've done for the past few years is work, and more work at an electronics store in the big city. Not that I should complain too much. The job was actually pretty decent. I've always loved tinkering with electronics and learning how they work. And surprisingly, helping out customers has been fairly rewarding too. But every day was the same. I felt like I was stuck in a loop, so I packed up and moved back home. Now that I'm in my hometown, I deserve some time off before looking for a new job in the area. These past few days have kept me so busy because of the move, and it's so peaceful here. I might as well enjoy myself before getting back to it. I'll just rest for 5 minutes, then I'll go. Then order takeout for dinner, and... Huh. He fell asleep. Or he just, is resting. It's been too long since I could just close my eyes and do nothing. Doing nothing is highly underrated. If only my job could be laying around and blissfully sleeping. The sound of footsteps followed by rustling right beside me. Is there someone else here? I guess I wasn't the only one coming here today. Oh. Opening my eyes, I can't see anything but a big blur in front of me. Must have gotten some dust in my eyes. I can't make out much of what I'm seeing, but I can tell he's reaching for something next to me. I rub my eyes, almost willing my vision to clear before looking up. Oh. Ah! Alright then, he time traveled. Or he went through a portal. What the? A fox dressed to the nines is playing with his phone. His costume even has a big fluffy tail sticking out from under his cloak. Not exactly what I was expecting, especially not in this old cave. Is he a LARPer? I've seen people online dressing up in old-timey costumes, but the whole fox costume is a bit much. Is there like a furry Ren Fair convention in town or something? Hey! I wave my hand trying to get his attention. Hello? He's so focused on his phone. What could be that? Wait a second! Hey, that's my phone! What is wrong with this guy? Can't he hear me? No, he definitely can hear me. He's just pretending like he can. Whoever this guy is, he clearly isn't all put together in the head. Hey, I'm talking to you! Getting fed up with his deaf routine, I get up on my feet and march forward. I said, I'm talking to you! Yep! He finally gives a response after raising my voice and grabbing his shoulder. Not exactly the sound I was expecting out of him, but I guess he's staying in character? He jumps back in complete surprise as if he's seen a ghost. By the elders! How can you see me? Okay, definitely a LARPer. No one talks like that unless they've watched too many fantasy movies. Or he's just delusional. He is, after all, wearing a full-body costume with medieval attire in a secluded cave. Now that I'm closer to him, his mask is pretty well made. The eyes look so real, and the way the mouth moves when he speaks is uncanny. I can't imagine how much it must have cost to get such a believable costume. The ears, the fur, the tail, everything. More importantly, though, he has my phone! What kind of maniac just swipes your phone and trolls through it in front of you? Listen, I'm not sure what you want, but if you need help contacting someone, I can... What? Hey, give me my phone back! Stop right there! Stop, thief! I chase after him, but he's already outpacing me. I shout at the top of my lungs, but he ignores it. He looks back for a moment, shocked that I'm still following, and breaks into a dead sprint. How is he so much faster than me? That costume should be too heavy for him to run in that speed. He exits the cave long before I do. When I breach the threshold, I only catch a glimpse of him as he darts down the road. We're in a forest now? He must have come out at a different tunnel. I thought for sure that after all the time I spent in my cave, that there was only the one exit. I put my focus back solely on the fleeing fox, running through the bushes ahead. With how dense the foliage is, I might lose him. I attempt to gain ground by leaping over the brush the dirt road bends around. Looking left and right, I catch the fox guy turning a corner far ahead of me. He's astonishingly fast, even if he weren't wearing such a cumbersome costume. Shouldn't he trip on his own tail or something? I'm already out of breath, and the farther we run, the farther away he gets. I don't know if I can keep this up. before long, he's completely out of sight. Finally, out of the thick forest, my run comes to a slow stop. In this more open landscape, I can see for quite a distance, but there's no sign of him. I didn't realize I was in such terrible shape. My heart's pounding like crazy. How was that guy able to run so fast? What was an Olympic-level sprinter doing in such a ridiculous costume, stealing other people's phones? After a short rest, my breathing is mostly back to normal, but there's still this slight sting in my chest. It's been a while since I ran for this long. It wasn't all that far, really, but that's what I get for being such a couch potato. Straightening myself up, I take a look around. A half-rotted fence is slumped on the side of the road, and a golden field of grain lies farther on. The thick forest and mountains beyond aren't familiar to me at all. An uneasy feeling overtakes me, as if I'm not supposed to be here. I couldn't have gone too far. Maybe I just never knew there were mountains over this way. Which direction do we even go? Not wanting to give up on my phone, I walk down the road. Maybe someone saw the fox guy and which way he went. He sort of sticks out. The pain in my chest grows dull, spreading outward as I feel a headache coming on. That's when I see a familiar piece of fabric, caught in a thorn bush on the side of the road. Okay, so he went in this direction. Maybe I can lure him to come back for it. Hey, fox guy! I found a piece of your costume stuck to this bush. If you want it, give me my phone back and we'll call it even. No answer. I was hoping he would show up, so I could at least talk it out with him and have him return it. If this is some sort of prank, it's not funny. My headache is getting worse. I'm feeling feverish and sick and sweating even though it's actually kind of cool out. When did the temperature change? It was supposed to be a scorcher. Letting out a loud, frustrated groan, I grab the torn fabric from the bush. Not sure what to do with it, but it's something. I stuff it in my pocket. I just hope he doesn't unlock my phone before I can have it blocked. It's strange how big this forest is. If I'd known all this was on the other side of the cave, I would have explored it years ago. But for now, I'm just hoping to find my way home before I get a migraine. It's hard to think straight through the throbbing pain, feeling hotter by the second. Did I come this way? No, not here. I think maybe the turn was farther down? Ooh. Ah! My head! The pounding is getting worse. Every heartbeat makes it feel like my skull will crack open from the inside. My whole body is sweating like crazy, making my clothes stick to my skin. I open my sweater and the fan flaps against my torso. Anything to cool down. I fan the flaps against my torso, okay. The pain in my chest is now an intense ache when I breathe. It's like my lungs are screaming at me not to take in the air. Every bone in my body itches like crazy, like ants crawling under my skin. I can't think anymore. My steps are getting more and more sluggish the farther I walk. Clutching my chest, I realize far too late that something isn't right. I double over, just trying to breathe. I can feel my heartbeat pulse through my entire body. Everything feels wrong. I need help. I try to yell for help, but my voice won't come out. All I can do is gasp for air. The harder I try to breathe, the more difficult it becomes. What is wrong with... And that's when you die. Ugh. Did my alarm go off? My whole body feels sore. It feels like I was hit by a car. A very big car, repeatedly. I try to turn over, but my body just has no energy to move. Body, how can you betray me like this? I thought we were friends. What time is it? I didn't hear my alarm go off. Struggling to reach my hand out, I feel for my nightstand, but I can only feel more space on my bed. I don't remember it being this wide. I hope I plugged my phone in before I went to sleep. My phone? My phone! I jump into a sitting position as my eyes fly wide open, looking around frantically for my phone. But as I sat up too fast and slumped back down, dizzy. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Ooh, excuse me. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Kate Silver, and thank you for above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Trezum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!